All right, all right. Welcome back to another episode of The Truth Is. I am your incredible host, the Queen, the King, the Mother of the Nile, the Godfather, Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my communities that I belong to, which is the gay community. Okay? Now, even though there are no women represented in this photo, this includes the lesbians too. Okay? It even includes the transgenders and maybe the non-binary sexualities, whatnot. So today we're talking about the fact that the huge potential that the alternative communities had and could have given had there been no restrictions or rules about sexuality and what you had to be. The huge helping hand the alternative communities could have given to the heterosexual community had there not been all this foolishness in the first place, and that's worldwide. And in some places, it's still the case in about probably 70 to 60 something countries where there are no rights for the alternative communities. They're invisible. And so, right here, for example, in a good old US of A, we're talking about the potential. And let's not be hasty here, because these people still have found a way to make impact. Our people have found a way to make impact despite the horrendous social and just life conditions that they were forced to abide by. Let's talk about what they could have been to helping out the family. You know, with the children and things, and not that stuff is happening like that right now, but it's several other things that they could have been good at when it came to helping to bring home the bacon, basically, to support the greater family. Yes, but in the aftermath, for the countries and cities that are lucky enough to have a support system and truly support their LGBTQ individuals, the fact that we even had to fight and have rights to live as we are is absolutely insanity. But what do I expect? This is the human animal species, and ain't nothing sane about any of us. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. With that being said, the alternative communities still don't even know the fullest extent of their potential in these supposedly progressive, forward-thinking countries, such as supposedly and allegedly the US of A. They don't know their full potential because for most of the alternative community's life, our freedom and our freedom of expression to be just who we are, whether you believe we were born that way or not. And newsflash, fact flash, we were born the way that we are, just like you. If you're a heterosexual and you're watching this, whether you have a problem with the alternative community or not, hopefully click on this video if you're outside the community because you are an ally or you want to actually learn something. Well, I'm here to school you. See, most people today, even the ones that are younger, benefiting from all the work that has been done by the older generation of gay men or and transgenders and so on and so forth, which, yes, there's a certain alternative sexuality group that has more privileges than the others, and I actually belong to one of the groups, but it's so crazy for me personally because it feels like my intersectionality puts me in like several groups, whether it's the black community, the gay community, the black gay community, the femme black gay community, because there's all these damn divisions within divisions, you know? And so it's basically like, well, we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, so these people do not know the potential of of the greatness that they could have contributed on a visible level, on a full-fledged level, even till this day, because of the results of the history of belligerently battering and killing anything that was not heterosexual. The gifts and the things that they could have been doing throughout history. But unfortunately, we had to go and find other ways and build our own community, build our own culture, our own sense of style, music, scene, everything. We had to go and do that because there was just no other way that we could have livelihood unless we had something of our own. Just like any community of people who are cast away. So, you know, the potential of great things that the gay community, the alternative sexual communities could have contributed to the heterosexual people, the heterosexual nuclear family, business, capitalism, bringing home the bacon to help support the entire family was literally robbed, beaten out of them. They were thrown to the trash, the dogs had to be out there fending for themselves. You have alternative sexual communities afraid to come out, so they live their whole lives having to pretend that they're this thing that they're not, and never discovering the true greatness of what it could have been. Right? having babies and things and children that they shouldn't have no business of having, that they never truly wanted. They're just sitting here trying to play this game just to stay alive. But the gag was, and the gag still is today for communities and cities and countries around the world that are nowhere close to where we are in the US of A and countries like the US of A, is that they have to hide and they hate themselves every day because they can't live their truth. They can't be with who they want to be with. Or for risk of being ostracized, killed, stoned, battered and bruised. And so, the thing is, at this point in time, it still angers me that I have to have rights that protect me just to exist as I am. That still ticks me off, to be honest with you. But I digress. Sorry, I had to pause for a minute. But anyway, there are still plenty of people, and even in this country, in this very city, that are still on the DL because they want to be perceived, or they're trying to protect themselves, trying to dip in and hide in the heterosexual shadow. Many men are doing this. Lesbian women are doing this. Transgender people who have switched over are doing this, and so on. Still to this day, even in countries that have quote unquote allegedly progressed. So the thing is that the potential has been beaten, bruised, shot, humiliated, ostracized out of the alternative sexual communities and what they could have possibly have been bringing to the table then and today. There's still a lot of us out there that are broken, battered and bruised, mentally, basically, at this point. And most of us still don't know, not even the Generation Z or A or whatever it is now for the younger ones that get to benefit off the fruits and labor that have been done. They don't know their worth or what they could be contributing, especially in a country or some states where most people are feeling rebellious, you know, and they're out there doing their own thing. Capitalism has moved to an unprecedented state for people who are not, you know, in the upper class of people making good amounts of money. And so there's another problem you have for many. But all that to say is that the incredible potential of what we could have been has been beaten, harassed, stolen from us, of what we could have been to society. Instead, we have to run off and create our own community and things that we like to do and whatnot, because without that, we would have all completely, as the alternative community, completely gone insane. And maybe there would have been more suicides, even though suicide was hot. Forgot I'm on YouTube, but I can't really say the word suicide. But hey, if I don't get the video taken down, because I don't really care about monetization, I'm not really on YouTube for the YouTube money. And hey, if a brand or two decides to, fuck with me in the future, oops, sorry. Okay, let me take it back. Decides to mess with me in the future, hey, I might be too risque a little bit for them. May not be polished enough for these brands, right? But really, I didn't come on YouTube to be a YouTuber. This is just a part of something I started to give my fans something else besides just the music of me as an artist, right? You're getting all facets of me as a person. Well, yes, anyway, so this has been Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme. If you are any way, shape, or form into the EDM, sorry, that's into the EDM scene, dubstep, whatever, because that's my main actual brand. Then get into these socials, okay? Get into them. Get 3 free unreleased songs. By going to that Bitly link, I want qualified people of the EDM peace, love, and unity and respect community to really go ahead and get on that email list, because this is where I can really communicate with you effectively about things that are going on, upcoming things, getting in the know, more so that I can do on other social media sites and things, because they don't always show my full audience, if even a quarter of them, anything that I have to post or say. So that's why I got my own private email list for that. And the rest of these, yes, subscribe, all of that. For those of you who are not, and you're just of the mainstream community, make sure you subscribe, you like, you hit the bell, hit my likes. Don't just be sitting in the background doing dishes or doing your homework or whatever it is that you do, changing the baby's diaper, whatever. Take 1 second out of your activity, come and hit the like button, and then get back to whatever it is you're doing. That's the least kind of participation of what you can be doing right now. Because remember, this is still social media. YouTube is social media. I don't know if you knew that, but anyway, yes. Song in the background is called When I'm Alone It's the Best Time. For those of you who are EDM heads,
to them,
you can get that
this is where it all began.
Getting on my email list to get the free song. This is one of them. Yes, and sessionslive.com is a place where I go /Peyton3662, which is my handle. Place where I go live. I sing live. I can rap whatever mainstream songs, what have you. You can request your favorite song. We get to know each other. It's like a Twitch for musicians. If those of you who don't know what Twitch is, well, let's just say this is really it's really gamified. It's really fun. It is just for artists, musicians, And once you press the follow button on there, it prompts you to put in your email. Put your email in, right? And then create a screen name and an avatar, and let's have some fun. Well, this has been Peyton 3.0, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.